What's up, everybody? This is Gerard Games. Today I'm going to show you how to, level up your blacksmithing and pretty much best ways on. Oh well, I wouldn't say best ways, just ways to level it up really fast and to actually unlock a lot of stuff for your blacksmithing early. I hear someone mining already. Yep. Okay, so you just want to go around and collect some more. Pretty much what he's doing. Once you get enough, I would get a lot just to bulk up to keep making your armor. Well, I want to do this for a little while, then I'll head to the blacksmithing station. Okay, and we are back. So what you want to do, actually, yeah, make sure you have your racial your racial material that you need, like whatever you are for your crafting style. Make sure you have one. You need one for every piece you make. Since I have imperial, I need nickel for imperial style. Of course, I had several, but just went ahead and got the other one. And you can unlock other styles with motifs that you find randomly. I actually have two. They look like these. Yeah, they're these right here. I have two Nords, so since I already have it unlocked for me, I already know how to craft this style. I'll probably just sell them later. But I have that. And, yep, so we'll do bread. We'll make a bread weapon. Since you got your ore from that, just it's in increments of 10. So you select it, it'll pop up here, hit refine, see 10. Now don't mind that, you get that at a higher level, but every time you do refine material, you should get honing stone. That right there, you should get that every time. Well, not every time, I'm sorry. You should get that sometimes, and that will actually improve your quality of items, which is pretty cool. Let's see, you need minimum of 10 needed, and you do 10 at a time. So, there's that. Now on to crafting. Here you have your weapons, then you have your armor. And just go through and select which piece of armor you want to make, or what kind of weapon you prefer. You go down here to your iron, then your other materials, and so on. What was really neat, what I really liked about this is you can add how much iron you put into it. It also increases the level as it increases damage and value. I don't think it increases value that much, but see how your level increases and the damage increase. And it goes up to level 14 for iron equipment. Here, of course, different styles, different looks of different stuff. I really want the other motives, the ancient elf, barbaric, primal, and daedric. They all look pretty awesome, in my opinion, but we're going to make a written one. Don't mind this for now. I'll tell you a little bit more about it after I am done explaining this. This is the last thing I'm going to go into. Okay, so I'm going to craft it. Do an iron greatsword. Why not? See, crafted iron greatsword. Go here, equipped it. Alright, we'll go back and re-equipped my sword. Oop. Huh, wrong one. I think it's this one because I didn't have my other one made yet. Pretty sure, pretty sure. Anyways, so we have that. Yeah. Thought I did. I should have. I don't know where it went. Anyways, there's that. Now, go to deconstruct. You can find weapons or armor like this right here. I found these. You can deconstruct this, but since I'm already here, I'm going to show you something about research. And this is what we were referring to earlier in the traits when it says no trait. Just go up to research, and if you have one available, I already researched the one for the gloves and the plate. See how it has the different gems in it. You also acquire the gems from refining your refining ore and deconstruct if they have the reinforced. Since I already have it available for my gloves, I will deconstruct and see if I can get one. I did get one. That's how you acquire the gems needed for your trait. Okay, since I don't have this, I'm going to unlock it. It will destroy the item, so be wary of that. If you want to keep the item, do not research it. Or if you don't care and you want to make something better with the trait, go ahead and do so. And now it says 21 hours, but that's because I have researched 3, or I previously researched 2, and every time you research a new trait, the time goes up. First one is 6 hours. Second one for the same plate body that you have was, I think, 12 hours, and I'm pretty sure this one should have been 24 hours, but I used my skill points into decreasing time by 10%. And normally you only start with one trait that you can use. It's in the same thing to where I got 2 traits and decreased time, or researched 2 things at the same time and decreased time to research. Now for this, since I didn't have this, I'm gonna go ahead and research this too. Too bad it's 21 hours, but it's really bad. Now, also about the traits, not only does it unlock it for this down here to put this on your weapons that you create, it'll allow you to create weapon sets and armor sets. And let me get to one of the anvils to show you what I mean. Alright, this is it. And when you go over to creation, it will have set weapons and set apparel. And the sets are completely random. They're not, no, they're not random, but you find each one is different. This one is the Death's Wind, and it says, if struck by a melee attack while below 35% health, triggers an area of effect knockback. This effect can only happen once every 3 minutes, and that is for the armor as well. Now, go over here for the clothing station in case you wanted to know what it is. It is the exact same. So we go back here. Now what it says Acts of Death's Wind, and it says 2 traits. That means you have to have 2 research 2 axe traits to unlock. So I don't have it for those. I do have it for the sword. I do have 3 traits available for the sword, about to be 3. And I do have 2 traits available for the great sword, so I can make the great sword. And the same thing, apply to make it higher damage, different materials. Let's see, I am level 26, by the way, in case you were wondering. And I can actually put a skill point towards this to make level 50 weapons if I wanted to. However, I think it would be pointless because I can't use it yet. So I'd rather save my skill points for stuff I can create now. And there's your crafting style for your trait. Yeah, for the weapon sets, and then your traits that you do have unlocked for it. Same thing with apparel, requires 2 traits unlocked for everything. So gauntlets, I only need one. I need one more to unlock it for the gauntlets. I have it for everything else apparently. It's just the gauntlets I don't have enough research for. So you can find stuff with traits and chests, drops, stuff like that. If you want to know what they look like on a weapon, when you find it, it's always going to be at the bottom, and it's always going to tell you what kind it is. For example, I'll go ahead and go over here with this trait, and it says sharpened, increase armor and spell penetration by 10%. I have that for my greatsword. I actually made that with traits that I unlocked. So you will be able to make stuff like that, and you will be able to make blue weapons, green weapons, purple weapons, and legendary eventually. So let me go. I haven't gone over that too much. And it is an improvement. See how these are white weapons? You can double click on it. I double click on it, and your honing stones. This is what you use to make green weapons, from white to green, and it increases damage. As you can see, it goes from 38 to 44. Still the same level. The value increases just slightly, so it's not really worth for the value anyway. Okay, and if you have a green weapon, if you have a green weapon, select it. Well, I can't really select one because I don't have one, but you select it, and the dwarven oil that you saw me get from the iron, you will use it from going from a green weapon to a blue weapon, and so on, from blue to purple, and purple to yellow or orange, whichever color it is for you, which is legendary. So this, a level 14 item, if I had the right materials, I could make it into a legendary weapon just from going through the steps. But instead of using these on lower level items, I would honestly save it. You probably will get better gear from drops eventually. So I just use that. Or if you don't really like crafting that much, always sell these because they are going for a lot right now. But I decided to actually everything I get now. Once I make all my blue weapons and armor, which is what I'm doing now, I only got my plate, my swords, and my shield. Eventually I'm going to make everything blue. Then I'm going to save my this and this. Whenever I get them, I'm just going to save them up, and I'm going to save the rest of these up afterwards. So when I actually do hit level 50, I will make my armor as good as I can. I'm not going to try and like rush power leveling. I'm just going to go do my questing, always gather resources, do dungeons for items, by the way. You get items and you can deconstruct it, and when you deconstruct green items, you will get this on occasion. Same thing with blue items, you will get that, and purple items, etc. So refining all your ore, deconstruct, will get you these. It will also give you materials too. It'll give you the ingots for whichever level it is, and it will give you racial stones as well for crafting. And if it has a trait, occasionally it will give you the gem for the trait. I don't have that one, huh? Anyway, so yeah, always, if it's best to start early for the traits. As soon as you get one, go and research it. If it's one that you like, I know you're always going to find something better at the start that you're going to use anyway, so it's not really ideal to start actually making stuff at such a low level. I would salvage stuff that is actually, I would use it until you find something better. As soon as you find something better, go ahead and throw it in research. It will destroy it, but you will unlock the trait for all your armor from then on out for that. So I'm trying to get describe as best as I can. So this is reinforced. You can, if you have a plate body that has reinforced on it, it will only unlock it if you research it for the plate body. It'll only be reinforced. So you have to go and find one for boots, the exact same thing, reinforced. Um, yeah, everything. So you'll have to find it for every single piece. And that includes your weapons too. You have to find it for every single piece. Well, that is about it. I tried to get as much information as I could into the blacksmithing and trades and all that. I hope it helps. I hope it opens up more, or if you didn't know any of this, I hope it helps in future crafting. So, yeah, I will see you next time. Hopefully with another tutorial. If you want to see something else, want me to go over any other crafting or skill lines or anything like that, just let me know, and I will see you later.